Good morning, gamers! Wow, it has been so long since I did a Genshin Impact inspired hairstyles tutorial, but luckily for us, because there has been so much new content lately and an entire new region, I'm going to be sharing with you guys new hairstyles inspired by Genshin Impact characters. Before we get started, this video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. All of the jewelry that I'm wearing in this video are from Ana Luisa. As you can see, my collection from Ana Luisa is growing so big, and I just love my collection and where it's at. I love to mix and match different pieces. On my neck, I'm wearing two of my favorite necklaces. On my wrist, I'm wearing one of my new favorite pieces, which is the Ember Daisy bracelet from Ana Luisa. At this point, I feel so naked without layering all of these pieces from Ana Luisa onto my body. I feel like it is the perfect touch to finish off every single outfit that I have, because no matter how plain or casual an outfit is, you can always elevate it and take it to the next step by adding some high quality dainty gold jewelry. As you guys know, Ana Luisa is by far one of my favorite jewelry brands that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. They offer all types of different jewelry, from cute to elegant designs, all at a fair price point for luxury pieces. If you guys haven't checked out Ana Luisa already, click on my link in the description box to get a discount on your next order. So I got a lot of requests for this one to recreate Fischl's hairstyle for her new skin from the summer event, and I'm not gonna lie, the second I got her new skin and I turned around to the back, I was like, oh my god, I have to do a video for this because it's literally so pretty. So to do a waterfall braid, first you want to take a section of hair in the front, and then you're going to start with a regular 3-strand braid, but every time you braid, you're going to drop the piece of hair that's closest to your face and let it cascade, and that's why it's called a waterfall braid. So skipping this piece of hair that you let drop, you're going to grab another piece of hair right below it, and then you're going to continue braiding. And again, every time you make a braid, you're going to let the piece that is closest to your face fall, and then you're going to grab the piece of hair right behind that and then continue. So I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time that I've done a waterfall braid. I googled it like minutes before filming this just to figure out how to do it for you guys, and it is really easy. It's just kind of difficult to do it by yourself once you get to the back of your head, but you can still kind of swing it, and then once you reach to the other side of your head, you can just pin the hair onto the other side, so you don't have to wrap it around your head entirely. And then to accessorize, because she is our princess Fischl, I have been waiting for the perfect opportunity to wear this super special floral crown, and then to match the double ribbons that she has next to her crowns, I have the perfect hair accessory to replicate that look. You guys, I think that this is by far one of my favorite hairstyles that I've ever done. It is the perfect princessy hairstyle, and it's so accurate to how it looks in the games. For our next hairstyle, I am in love with Nilou. In terms of the character designs of all of the new sumeru characters, Nilou is my favorite, so I definitely had to do a hairstyle for her. So first, I'm splitting my hair straight down the back, and then separating the pieces of hair that frame my face, I'm tying off 2 low pigtails. I'm going to create a little slit through the center of each pigtail, then I'm going to grab the pigtail and then pass it under, through, up, and over. And then just using my fingers to tug it a little bit, I'm giving it a little bit of shape, and then I'm repeating on the other side. And this gives a nice little detail to some regular pigtails, and it also gives it a lot of volume because Nilou has a lot of volume in her pigtails. To accessorize, she has the cutest headpiece in the world. So I'm putting on this triple strand pearl headband, and then again, I'm going back to my double bow, and I'm clipping this over the headband. I was kind of just going for like stacking hair accessories so that it sort of gives the same visual effect as all of the pieces that Nilou has as part of her headpiece. And I really like how this turned out. I think that it looks really cute, especially from the back. I really like how inverting the pigtail gives it a really interesting look from the back. For our next hairstyle, I'm going to be recreating Nahida's hairstyle, who is the cutest Dendro Archon. I seriously can't wait for when she releases. I'm definitely going to spend all of my Prima gems on her. So separating a 2 section of hair before my ear, I'm going to start at the top of my head and create a very small French braid downwards. Then once I reach the top of my ear, I'm going to continue braiding a little bit further back with a regular 3-strand braid. Then once I reach the back of my ear, I'm tying this off with an elastic. Then on the other side, I'm going to gather my hair in a very small half updo. Then I'm going to tie this off with an elastic. Then I'm going to gather the rest of my hair and bring it upwards to meet that small pigtail and tie it all together. Now the reason why I do this step is because when I tie high ponytails, the weight of my hair tends to sag the ponytail throughout the day. So by giving it sort of like an anchor point with a smaller ponytail at the top, it sort of helps keep it lifted throughout the day. To accessorize, Nahida has a little bow on the side of her pigtail. So I'm just going to replicate that with this large lace ribbon. And I'm going to use these tiny white little crystal hair clips trailing upwards on the braid. I thought this was a charming, cute little way to represent the idea that she's the Dendra Archon. And that's it for this hairstyle. I feel like it's really, really cute. I really like how it turned out because honestly, I feel like people don't really wear side ponytails, me included, and I feel like it is a super sweet and wearable version of Nahida's hairstyle. So this next hairstyle is for our boy Heizou because he was released recently on the Kazuha rerun banner. So if I zoom into Heizou's hairstyle, you can see that he actually has a very tiny rope braided detail as a headpiece. I'm assuming that this is like some kind of hair accessory, but I felt like I could recreate it with my hair instead. So first I'm going to be sectioning off the entire front section of my hair. And this is going to be from the tip of my head down to the front of my ears on both sides. I'm going to temporarily secure the rest of my hair backwards so that we can focus on the front section. So starting on one side of my head, I'm flipping my hair over to the top. You're going to take one section of hair, split that down in half to create two sections, and then taking each of the sections, you're going to twist forward towards your face. Once you twist forward a few times, you're going to overlap these sections of hair backwards. So every time I'm doing a new section of rope braid, I'm taking a small section of hair from the front and I'm adding it to the piece closest to my face. And then again, I'm twisting both of my pieces towards my face and then I'm overlapping them backwards. And I'm continuing downwards all the way until I reach the side of my head. But once I reach the side of my head, I'm just going to continue braiding downwards with a regular rope braid instead. Then once I reach my temple, I'm going to secure this off with an elastic. And honestly, you guys, I'm so obsessed with how this turned out. This is such a cool little accessory that's actually just made out of your hair. I'm going to let down my hair to represent the fact that he's a cutie Anemo boy. I just wanted to add this little green butterfly to secure my rope braid in place. And then Heizou has the cutest little matching beauty marks underneath his eyes, so threw that on while I was at it, why not? And then this is version 1 of this hairstyle. I am so obsessed with this, you guys. For the second version of this hairstyle, Heizou actually wears a low ponytail with a ribbon on top. So leaving out the front pieces of my hair to trail downwards, I'm gathering the rest of my hair into a low ponytail, and then to accessorize, I'm using my same lacy ribbon to hide the elastic. And that's it for the second version of this hairstyle, which is a little bit more accurate to the way Heizou wears it. Okay, so now when it comes to favorite personalities in the new Sumeru update, Dehya definitely stole my heart. I'm going to move my middle part 2 inches over and I'm securing that off temporarily. And then taking a 2-inch section, I'm going to braid this backwards to create our braid. Then taking my fingers, I'm just going to loosen this up a little bit and then I'm securing it off with an elastic. Then I'm moving my part back over to the center and I'm leaving my hair down. So when I was looking at Dehya's character design sheet, I honestly couldn't tell if she was wearing her hair in a ponytail or a half updo or if it was down. It honestly doesn't really make too much sense to me. So anyway, I just messed around with some variations of this hairstyle to see which one works the best. So here I'm just gathering up my braid and doing a very, very loose half updo. I think I actually like this version the best. It makes the most sense to me. And then here is a version where I just quickly gathered up all of my hair to do a loose ponytail, and I think it all looks really amazing. I think each of these variations are very representative of Dehya, and I think they all look really cool because it adds a little bit of an extra touch to an otherwise just really basic hairstyle. So Genshin announced all of their Fatui members and I immediately fell in love with Columbina. First, I'm going to recreate the white ribbons in the front pieces of her hair. So I'm sectioning off a pretty large section of hair in front of my ears. I'm pinning up the top section, and then with a bobby pin and a long white ribbon, I'm bobby pinning this into my hair. And then I'm letting down that section of hair on top to cover it, almost like adding a clip-in hair extension. Then I'm just going to braid this ribbon into a 3-strand braid. And then I'm tying it off with an elastic and then repeating on the other side. I wish that I had some type of feathered hair accessory to complete this look, but unfortunately I don't. So again, I'm just going back to my favorite lacy bow and I'm clipping this onto the back, and that's it for this look. I feel like it's super sweet and I feel like there's so many opportunities to accessorize this hairstyle in different ways. So that's it for this 4th installment of Genshin inspired hairstyles. Honestly, this is my 2nd time shooting this video because the first time that I did this video, there were so many little mistakes and it just really bothered me and I definitely had to reshoot it. But I do want to take this opportunity to tell you guys that, you know, I'm pretty good at doing hair, I think, but you know, sometimes it just takes a little bit of practice and you'll still get it eventually. So don't give up your hair dreams, you can do it. Thank you again to the sponsor of this video, Ana Luisa. Don't forget to check out the link in my description box for a special discount for your next order. And as always, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys again next week.